The lost turnabout. Okay. God, how did I get into this mess? That's far enough. You can't run forever, Mr. Phoenix Wright. What have I done wrong? I cannot allow you to go on like this. But I'm just a simple defense attorney. Silence! You are no longer worthy of your title. What the fuck passiert hier? What a nightmare. I bet it was this ringtone that caused it. I really shouldn't be dozing off right before a trial starts anyway. Beep. Huh? Looks like they hang up. Ah, good. I finally found it. Talk about a close call. I hate to do this to you, but... It's nothing personal, Mr. Attorney. A few minutes later, District Court Defendant Lobby number 1. Ouch, my head is throbbing. And why does it feel so foggy in there? Good morning. Good morning. What's wrong? You don't look well. People are at their best first thing in the morning. Where's the fighting spirit? Sorry, but can you please turn the cheeriness down? My head sort of hurts. Roger that. Am I in trouble or something? Huh? Trouble? Wait, never mind. You're a policewoman, right? I thought maybe I had done something wrong. What are you talking about? I'm the one in trouble. What? I'm placing my life in your hands today, Mr. Phoenix, right? Life in my hands? You promised me. You said you would prove that I was not guilty. Not guilty? Just when I thought all hope was lost, when all the other lawyers had laughed me off. Leave it to me, you said. You, the one and only Phoenix Wright, came to save the day. And just like that, I was moved to tears, sir. I will never forget what you're doing for me, ever. What is this girl babbling about? Actually, I really love to watch court proceedings and I always root for you to win. When I'm off duty, I like to come here and... What's wrong? You've been acting really strange and you keep staring at me. You're making me kind of nervous, sir. Oh, sorry. I'm afraid to ask, but here goes. So, this might sound bad, but, who are you? What? Mr. Wright, how can you say that? How can you do this to the fragile heart of a girl about to go on trial? You're absolutely horrible. No, I mean, I didn't mean it like that. Is this how your defense attorney treats his clients, sir? I can't believe this. No, it's just... well... I think you have the wrong person. Yes, I am? Who am I? Why am I drawing a blank? The trial will begin shortly. Will the defendant and her lawyer please proceed to the courtroom immediately? Trial's about to start. I'm counting on you in there, okay? Well, we're fucked. I guess I must have amnesia. Let's see, what can I piece together? From the sound of things, it's probably safe to say that I'm a defense attorney. And that girl has said I'd prove her not guilty. I can't believe I made such an irresponsible promise. Someone, please. Tell me this is just a bad dream. Why do I get the feeling this is one dream I won't be waking up from? Ah, super, es ist nicht edgy. Also, es ist ein einfacher Trial. Court is now in session for the trial of Maggie Burdo. The prosecution is ready, Your Honor. What is it, Mr. Wright? Are you talking to me? Do you see any other defense attorneys here? I guess not. Now then, are you ready? Yes. I guess I should say yes for now. Are you ready, Mr. Wright? Yes, Your Honor. Wait a sec. If her life is in my hands, I should really do the responsible thing. Actually, you see, Your Honor, my memory is kind of... The court will not hear the defense's excuses, because the defendant is a member of the police. This case is under great scrutiny. Therefore, we must make this trial fair but swift. I believe I have told you this before. I hope you're not telling me you've forgotten. Actually, I have. Mr. Payne, your opening statement, please. Yes, Your Honor. As I'm sure you're well aware, the defendant is accused of killing her lover. What's worse, her lover was a fellow police officer. A policeman? You did what to a policeman? It wasn't me. Besides, Dustin and I, we weren't lovers like that. In any case, the prosecution will prove that the guilty party is none other than the defendant. Very well. Mr. Payne, please call your first witness. It's been a while, Mr. Wright. Let's see what you've learned since last time. I won't show you any mercy this time, rookie. Okay, and who are you again? The prosecution calls Detective Dick Gumshoe to the stand. Oh, mill time. Here we go. Don't let me down, Mr. Wright. Nowhere to hide. I'm so dead. Oh, ich habe sogar Beweise. Sehr schön. I found this in my pocket, but I don't remember what it means or how I got there. Time of death, cause broken neck. Body was also covered in bruises. Found under the victim's body. Pieces of nearsighted lenses were found nearby. Witness, please state your name and occupation. My name is Dick Gumshoe, sir. I am the detective in charge of homicides down at the present, sir. You don't look very well, detective. Well, sir, the defendant, she works under me, so you know. You work under the detective? Yes, sir. And while I was a trainee, he was always watching out for me, sir. He's such a wonderful guy, sir. I will never forget what he's done for me. Okay, calm down, I believe you. Detective Gumshoe, please describe for us the details of this murder. Yes, sir. It happened at a park near headquarters, Expose Park. The victim was one of the local cops, Dustin Prince. He was pushed down from the benches on the upper path, sir. The landing beat his body up and bad and snapped his neck. Details are listed in the report was distributed yesterday. Oh. Ah yes, this autopsy report, correct? Why do I not remember getting a copy? I see everything is in order here. Even the estimated time of death is unusually well documented. Echt jetzt? Yeah. The victim's watch stopped from the impact of the landing, sir. The results of the autopsy confirmed the time of death. If I may, Your Honor, the prosecution would like to submit this photograph. Very well, the court accepted it into evidence. Crime photo 1 added to the court record. Now then, I recall that yesterday's preliminary hearing, a very important piece of evidence was brought to our attention. Yes, Your Honor. Yes, sir. Yes, I guess? Mr. Wright, is your head on right today? There was a very crucial piece of evidence found on the victim's body. Was there? Have you lost your mind? Well, actually... it's just nerves. Give me a second. What? How can you talk like such an amateur? I thought you were a pro, sir. Alright, sir. I'll help you through this. At a time like this, maybe you ought to take a glance at the court record. Court record? Yep. Info about evidence and people involved with this case are all listed there, sir. You can look at the court record by pressing the R button. The R button, huh? You really know what you're talking about, don't you? It's too bad I'm a cop, right? Just think, I could totally be a legal aid instead. Mr. Wright. Yes, Your Honor? Court is in session. Save your chit-chat for later. Sorry, Your Honor. Well, I guess I'd better check out the record and see what I can find. What was it again? The R button. Alright, Mr. Wright, let's see if your notes are in order. What was the piece of evidence found underneath the victim's body? That's simple, Your Honor. A broken pair of glasses. That's right. The victim grabbed his killer's glasses as he was being shoved, sir, and held onto them as he fell. Hey, why are you giving me the evil eye? Those glasses you're wearing. Yes, this is my spare pair. But these glasses they found at the scene of the crime are not mine, I swear, sir. You sure about that? Look, it was coincidence that on the same day I accidentally stepped on mine. Coincidence, she says. Your Honor, I have further evidence to present. Oh, you have more? And this evidence is very decisive. Very well. Let's hear from our witness about this evidence. Decisive evidence. There's something even more incriminating than the glasses under the victim's body, sir. During his date, the victim was pushed from the bench area, but he managed to write the culprit's name on the ground where he landed. I don't like saying it, but it was clearly the defendant's name, Maggie, sir. With this piece of evidence and the glasses, it's hard not to say she's the culprit. This is a picture of the writing, Your Honor. Ich möchte kurz anmerken, wenn jemand sich das Genick bricht, ist er sofort tot. Da gibt es keine 2 Sekunden, die man schreiben könnte oder so. Why, this is... Yes, I can see your name is clearly written here. The prosecution would like to submit this picture. Understood. The court accepts this in the evidence. Crime photo 2 added to the court record. As if the glasses alone didn't make you look suspicious. Ist hier irgendwas Spezielles? Vor allem, ich möchte mal ganz kurz anmerken, wenn ich im Sterben liege, dann werde ich sicher nicht einen I-Punkt noch machen. The victim even wrote your name clear as day on the ground. But I already told you those glasses aren't mine. And how do you explain this dying message? It's a conspiracy. I'm not guilty, sir. Mr. Wright, you may cross-examine the witness. Cross-examine? This is it, I'm counting on you. Sure, but what am I supposed to do? What? This isn't like you at all. Normally this is the part where you get into the witnesses' faces. Get into their faces and do what? I guess there's no way around it. Okay, I'm going to lend you a hand. The prosecution's witnesses all hide things from the court, which means they lie from time to time. Lie? But isn't that detective your superior? Well, even if they don't mean to lie, sometimes people just remember things wrong. But the detective, he does sort of like a scatterbrain. It doesn't matter, either way, it's bad for us, sir. That's why when you question witnesses, you have to find and expose their lies. Mr. Wright, your cross-examination, please. Yes, Your Honor. Talk about trial by fire, here goes nothing. As long as I can expose the lies, we should be alright. This evidence clearly reveals the contradiction in that statement, Your Honor. 9. Muss ich einfach mal pressen, oder? Ich press einfach mal ein bisschen. About those glasses, do you have any proof that those belongs to my client? The lenses are for nearsighted sightedness and are almost the same strength as hers. Even the frames look kinda like the ones she was wearing in her ID poll. What should I do now? Press weiter. Hold it! Almost and kinda are not good enough in a case like this. Do you have more definitive proof? Is there something that clearly links the defendant with those glasses? Dirt and sand rubbed out any traces of fingerprints or anything else. So what you're saying, detective, is that you have nothing that proves that those glasses are my clients. Something like that? What? I see. So there's no proof. Wow, that was amazing. I could totally feel it down in my gut. Now you're sure he was pushed and that's how he fell? Yeah, Paul, if you look at the wounds on the victim's body, there's no way it was anything else. Please continue with your testimony, detective. Anyway, the victim fell pretty far. The culprit's name? Yeah, I was surprised too. I didn't want to believe it, but... was the name that of my client? Are you absolutely certain? Sorry, Paul, but that's what I said. This is a picture of it. No matter which way you look, it still says Maggie. He's got a point. Hey, hold on. Huh? Don't me. I know the picture says Maggie, but now that you mention it, something does feel kind of off about this picture. That's how you know you found a contradiction. Now hurry up and present some evidence. So that's what spotting a contradiction feels like. I better check the code record again. Ist das Foto jetzt hier? What do you think about the witness statement? I'm not sure I follow you. It clearly contradicts the... Moment. So. Mal kurz neu laden. Du. Immer weiter pressen. Nope. Ich muss sagen, ich mag die Musik irgendwie nicht. Ist halt, ich weiß nicht, die fühlt sich halt komplett langweilig an. So, da mal pressen. Oh. Hä? Was? Ich verstehe nicht, was es von mir jetzt will, ey. Jetzt vielleicht? Ich glaube, ich denke einfach zu hart drüber nach. Ja, mal kurz das nochmal an. And you're certain that it was the victim who wrote the name on the ground? There were scratches on his fingers from his rough sand, and there were grains of sand stuck on his pointed fingernail. It certainly seems that the name was written by the victim himself. That didn't go well. If the writer really was the victim himself, then we're in a lot of troubles. Don't give up, keep the fighting spirit going. Let you roll up, pump up, but I really want to see your special move, sir. My what? You always look so cool when you present evidence. Present evidence? Actually, I was just thinking about that. Yes! The great Phoenix Wright is back! Oh, that's right. Huh? I heard that lately you can present not only evidence but people's profiles as well. It sure makes things a bit more complicated, so be careful, sir. People's profiles, huh? Alright, let's give this another try. Oh! I see, das wollen sie von mir haben. What is it? What's come over me? Without thinking, I just blurted out objection. And I yelled it at the top of my lungs, finger outstretched, ready to take it on my opponent. What a rush! Detective Gumshoe. You talking to me, Paul? Please state the defendant's name for me. God. What are you trying to flirt with this freaking accessible, right? You see, this is a very crucial line of questioning. Actually, Mr. Payne, you can answer the defendant's name, if you please. Well, where is that ridiculous question coming from? The defendant's name is Maggie Bird. I think someone needs to check the court record. What? It says right here that it's Maggie Bird. Ah! It looks like the bird caught the cat napping. What's going on here? I have no idea either, sir. As you can see. Ich würde übrigens hart vom Tutorial outplayed, weil ich dachte, ich könnte das Spiel schon spielen, aber nein, das nicht. The victim didn't indeed leave her name, Maggie. However, the defendant's name is actually spelled Maggie. This is a blatant contradiction of facts. Oh, how about that? I hadn't even noticed. But maybe the victim didn't know how to spell her name correctly. May I remind you that it was you who said the defendant is accused of killing her lover? Hallo, Jack. If they were truly lovers, it would be impossible for him to have known her name. Hallo, Chris. This is very true. Mr. Payne? Yes, Your Honor? Are you absolutely certain that the defendant and the victim, Dustin Prince, were, in fact, lovers? Yes, I'm quite certain, Your Honor. They were a well-known couple in the police force. Detective Gumshoe, please testify for the court the relationship between the victim and the defendant. Yes, sir. Gott, Ome, ganz niedergeschlagen. Habt eine Freude, du nicht, und das ist er tot. Oh. Officer Prince and Officer Bird had been going out for about a half year. It sounded like they were even talking about marriage. The day of the incident just happened to be in the victim's birthday, sir. Maggie, Officer Birdie, had gotten Officer Prince a present. It was something she had bought over 2 months ago. I should know, cause she came to me to ask what she should get for him. Oh, those two sound like they were close. Nevertheless, the tragedy struck. Yes, I see. You may cross-examine the witness, Mr. Wright. Okay. Dustin und Maggie. Also, ich glaube, mein Problem ist halt wirklich, der Fall ist zu einfach für mich mittlerweile. Ich habe halt alles schon dreimal überdenkt, dass ich um 3 Ecken denken muss. Wegen den letzten paar Fällen. Das ist alles so super simpel. Ich hasse es. How do you know about this? Every year in March we have a training camp for us cops. Officer Birdie was a rookie at that time and she and Officer Prince seemed to hit it off. They got close, I take it. Actually I was supposed to go too, but I couldn't pay the spoil for the trip, so I didn't. Oh god, on a salary. If only I had gone on that trip. What is it? Oh, nothing, sir, really. Anyway. Oh mein Gott, er ist eifersüchtig. Marriage? But wasn't the victim 8 years older than her? What? You're saying this guy's gonna marry someone on the same age as himself, Paul? No, that's not what I meant at all. Detective Gumshoe and Dustin were only a year apart, you know. Ugh, I think this fella has a ways to go before marriage. Mind your own business, Paul. Ach, Ommel. Day of the incident, you mean September 6th? Yeah. The victim, Officer Prince, had just gone off duty at 5:30 p.m. that day. Stunde später. And since Maggie's night shift hadn't started yet, they went to the park for a bit. I remember when I was young and in love. Oh, it was an orgy. What? That's great, Your Honor. I'm glad you're such a cheerful old pervert. You seem to know a lot about the defendant. Well, that's because I'm her boss, and I've got to watch out for my subordinates. But even what she was going to give us a present, isn't that going to a bit too far? Hey Paul, watch what you say. I know everything that happens under me. If someone so much as scratches there, I really don't need to know that much.
Mr. Wright, please refrain from badgering the witness.
I agree. Even if this witness has a crush on the defendant, that should not be the point of discussion at this time. Whoa, wait a second. Why are we talking about this? It's all your fault, Paul. You're guilty, guilty, guilty. Should have you arrested. I think the good detective is about done here. Hello, Knight. Over 2 months ago. Yep, she's a very considerate woman, pal. So, what was his birthday present? She got him a glove. A single glove? Oh my god, Thanos. Why would she only give him one? Actually, Your Honor, the glove in question is a baseball glove. Oh, I see. A baseball glove. Officer Prince was a huge baseball fan. A baseball glove, huh? Ich drücke. Der Chat ist gar nicht cute, aber hallo Caruso. Wobei, jetzt bist du da, jetzt ist der Chat cute. Just now, I believe you said that the present was something she had bought over 2 months ago. Yeah. Are you saying she bought a glove at a store that far in advance? Nah, nothing like that, Paul. Then what is it like? She ordered it. It was custom made. Oh, es ist Thanos. Custom made? The glove was custom made? Yep, that's what I said. So the glove was custom made. Oh Gott. Pain bringt mich um. Yes. It would seem that there is a little relevance. What do you think, Mr. Wright? Do you think this glove is really relevant to this case? Yeah. I don't know where this will lead me, but... Of course it's relevant. That glove is the key to this whole case. Naja, nicht der ganze, aber... Yes! Bluffing to the max! Shut up! Now this is the Mr. Wright I know. I'm so happy you're back, sir. I was wondering how long it would take. This is great. Pressing people. It feels like I've done this before. As if I used to do this to squeeze information from even the most tight. Warum muss das Wort tight vorkommen? Tight-lipped people. Very well. If you are that convinced, then let's hear some more about the matter. Actually, I brought the glove with me today. And? Why didn't you say so earlier? Hurry and show me the glove to the court. Well, I didn't think it had anything to do with this case. Anyway, this is it, sir. It's red or yellow, isn't it? A birthday present from Maggie to the victim. It was custom made. Also ich sehe da schon mal so einen, wo man einen Stein reintun könnte. Ich finde, die lohnen sich auf jeden Fall. Macht sehr viel Spaß. Officer Prince really liked the color yellow. And that's why you had a special order it? Yep, that's right, that and one other reason. I think this could have hurt enough. It is clear that the victim and the defendant were involved with each other. Wing wing. Yes, that's correct, Your Honor. Now, if that's true, it brings up an important question. Übrigens, Safe Call. Wir werden noch rausfinden, dass es ein Linkshänder-Handschuh ist. Oder nee, warte, das ist nicht Linkshand. Nee, das ist ein Rechtshänder. Scheiße. Warte. Haben Baseballspieler den Handschuh auf der Wurfhand? Nee, nicht auf der Wurfhand, ne? Die Wurfhand ist nackt. Also, das ist ein rechter Handschuh. Nee, oder? Doch. Das ist ein rechter Handschuh. Und er schreibt mit rechts. Also ist er eigentlich Linkshänder. Okay, ich darf nicht zu viel denken. Das ist Tutorial-Fall. Tutorial. Das ist nicht SL9. Das ist nicht, was weiß ich was. Deal 6 und so. Ah.
I see a punt, Your Honor. Detective Gumshoe, please tell the court a little more about the name on the ground.
Yes, sir. Writing on the ground. We first looked into the handwriting. Unfortunately, we couldn't confirm it was the victim's handwriting. Next, we checked the victim's pointer finger. We found that there was sand trapped under the victim's fingernail. There were also scratches on his skin that were caused by him writing on the ground. From this, we could confirm that the victim wrote his name with his right hand. Yes, a perfectly logical conclusion. Now then, Mr. Wright, you may cross-examine the witness. Thank you, Your Honor. So, safe scammen wir wieder mal. Oh nein, bitte nicht wieder geahnt. But can you really determine handwriting based on a sample written in sand? This is why amateurs are amateurs. We're not a bunch of simpletons, Paul. Scientific investigation, oh god, nein, Emma, in this country is actually pretty good. I believe it's time to get back to the real point.
Agreed, Your Honor. What was the reason of the reservation?
So in the end, you couldn't confirm it. Hey, don't you look down on us. I told you, we're not a bunch of simpletons, Paul. Everyone knows you can't find out everything you want with scientific investigation. I've never heard that before.
Me neither.
Nor I. I never heard anything like that at the police academy, sir. Okay, so I made it up. Anyway. Ach, Ummel. Ach, Ummel. His pointer finger. You know, the one you're always pointing and waving around in people's faces. Don't tell me it bothers you. Every time you do it, I have a mini heart attack. It's like you're trying to kill me, Paul.
In any case, you examined the victim's index finger, correct?
Yeah, we figured there should be something on his finger if he had been writing in sand. And the results? Found that there was sand trapped. And what does it prove? Well, it proves that he did write a name with his own finger.
Yes, which explains why there was sand stuck under his nail.
I guess he's right. And there's more. More? Scratches on his skin? Yep, you can't see them with your naked eye, but they're there. That is incredible. Sure is. That's the power of scientific investigation. They are so small that we had to use a magnifying glass, like a really strong one. It's got that really scientific sounding name. You mean a microscope? Yeah, that's it. We used one of those and that's how we found them. I can't believe this guy doesn't know what a microscope is. Microscope. Are you absolutely sure? I believe in the power of science. I wonder if my evidence is solid enough to counter it. If listening to this, you would think there was only one conclusion. That the name was definitely written by the victim. But don't you think that would be really strange, sir? If Dustin really wrote the message with his right hand. Do you think I would have gone through that much trouble to get him a present? The present? What about it? Wo muss ich es reindrücken? Ich denke gerade zu stark drüber nach. Das ist nicht gut. Ich versuch's einfach mal. Ich denke zu hart drüber nach. Oh. Okay. Detective Gumshoe, take a look at this. That's the glove, right? Could you tell Kurt what is special about his glove? What's special? Never really talked about it, but it's really yellow, and that's about it. Yes, it's really yellow, but that is only one of its qualities. Huh? There's another reason why it's special. And what would that be? It's very simple. This glove is made for a left-handed person. Ich wusste es! Warte mal. Ja, stimmt. Das kommt davon, wenn man in die Baseball schaut. Left-handed? Why? You're absolutely right. This glove is made to be worn on the right hand. That is why it had to be custom made. I have never seen a bright yellow left-handed glove for sale, have you? Well, no. So, detective, which hand did the victim use to write the name of again? That's easy. Look, it's obvious from this picture that it was his... Wait a sec. Don't forget that the victim was left-handed. Oh! This, I mean, I object. Overruled! Mr. Wright, I would like to know what your line of reasoning proves. There is only one conclusion that can be drawn. A left-handed person could not have written a message with his right hand. Doch, eigentlich schon. Doch, ich kann auch mit links schreiben. Therefore, the person who wrote the name Maggie could not have been the victim. Order! Order! When you think about it that way, then yes. It's not possible that this name was written by the victim himself. Then that means Maggie is... No! It's not possible! Mr. Payne? Yes, Your Honor. The evidence the prosecution has presented has failed to prove the defendant's guilt. In fact, I believe you have proven her to be innocent. No! Alright, you did it, Mr. Wright. Phew, I feel like I can breathe again. It seems that we have reached a conclusion. You did a fine job once again, Mr. Wright. Me, Your Honor? Well, thank you, sir. See, you got complimented by the judge again. You're really good. And that's why you can't give up being a lawyer, sir. Are you joking? I'm more than ready to retire. I will now announce my verdict. So, wer schreibt gleich eine Objection? Oder hold it? This court finds the defendant Maggie Bright... I mean, please, give me a few more minutes, Your Honor. What is the meaning of this, Mr. Payne? The prosecution is not finished yet. What do you mean? We would like to call our next witness to the stand. What? And what did this witness witness? The moment the victim was pushed to his death. What's more, he saw the very face of the culprit. What the heck? Das ist der Typ am Anfang, oder? Der mich ausgenockt hat. Order! Order in the court! I believe arrest is in order. Afterward, we will hear from this new witness. I had a feeling it was a bit too easy. Dass ich am Anfang gestruggelt habe? Ja, ziemlich. I need more information. I will have to see what I can find out during this recess. I can't let my guard down. It's only going to get tougher from here. Credit adjourned for recess. Recess. To be continued. So, gut, das war's dann heute, ne? Tschüss. Nee. Saving. Das war interessant, der Sound. Also, bisher ist der zweite Teil vom Sound her noch nicht so gut wie der erste Teil. Naja. Amnesia? I can't believe my lawyer's trying to defend me in such a state. Why didn't you tell me, sir? I'm sorry, I didn't mention it to you. Oh, I know what to do. I heard you can fix something like this with a really strong shock to your system. Come on, lower your head a little. A mega kick should be all you need. No. I think I pass on this one. Come on! I'm sorry. Whenever I see someone in trouble, I have a hard time leaving them alone. I tend to stick my nose where it doesn't belong and try to tackle everyone's problems. Well, my head's one problem you won't be tackling today. Well, we're here to solve your problem for us. We can do it with one later. For now, do you think you can fill me in on a few things? Of course, I'd be honored to. Well, I guess we'll start with my name and then I can tell you about me. No, that's okay, really. I think I know you and your name pretty well by now. I was wondering if you could help me figure out a few things about myself. So my name is Phoenix Wright. What a weird name. This is serious. You really don't remember. I tell you what, sir. You can have this back and maybe it will help. This is a business card. I got this from you. It's my most prized possession. You can borrow it for now, but please give it back, okay? Okay. There are some numbers written on the back. Oh, that's your cell phone number. Mensch, die Telefonnummer wird auf keinen Fall wichtig. I guess for now we should stop talking about me and start talking about this case. This case? Yep. Can you think of anything that would be helpful for me to know? What can I tell you? I can't think of anything other than the incident with the cell phone, but... Cell phone? Yeah, your eyes lit up when you talked about it at the detention center, sir. Hurry up then and tell me, this might be very important. Okay, Roger. Niemals. It was on a day after the crime, just before 6 PM. I picked up a lost cell phone while on a walk with Dustin. Der fucking Blue Badger! No! All of a sudden the phone began to ring. Hello? Oh, thank you, I've been searching for my phone. Is this yours? Oh, I'm glad you called. We can meet up and can give this back. I'm right there. I'm sorry, I didn't catch your name. You can call me Maggie. Der Mörder. Mörder. We agreed to meet up at 6 PM. Dustin and I waited for the person to show up, but they never did. So where's the phone you found now? I gave it to you yesterday. Huh? To me? Is it that phone in my pocket? You mean this? Do you think this has anything to do with the murder? I don't really know, but if my eyes lit up... Oh, you were here alone! Hi, Maya. You're so mean. I called you a million times, but you wouldn't pick up. And when I went to check in the courtroom, everyone had already left. Ugh, now who in the heck is this? Let me guess, I'm supposed to know this girl too. Hey, good morning, Maggie. And a good morning to you, Maya. So, how's it going? Is there a word for worse than abysmal? Oh, and what if I say that everything will be fine? That's right, it's Maya to the rescue of the ultra decisive super important evidence! Here you are, Nick, the thing you wanted me to bring. Huh? Oh, thanks. What the heck is this? A list? There's about 20 people's name and phone numbers written on it. It was kind of tough, but I managed to dig up some dirt. It looks like these guys are up to no good. No good? As in, this is a group of con artists the police are currently investigating. I think these guys are a member of the group. Nameless added to the court record. List of unfamiliar names and phone numbers, members of a con artists group. Why would a group of con artists pop up in a case like this? Don't look at me. And where did you get this list from in the first place? What? Don't you remember, Nick? You're the one who asked me to look this up yesterday. Oh, is that right? These numbers were in the memory of the phone Maggie found. So that's where they were from. You're awfully forgetful these days, Nick. I hope I never get to be a forgetful old prune like you. Maya, actually Mr. Wright is... Mr. Wright, recess is now over. Please bring the defendant and return to the courtroom immediately. Oh, oops, guess you have to get going. We can talk about you being old later, Nick. Wish us luck. I guess I have all the pieces now, more or less. All that's left is to put it all together. I'm not going to lose this. I can't. Come on, Nick. Better get a move on. Yeah. Warum fragt sie, warum sie uns Nick nennt? Naja, ist egal. Court will now reconvene. Please call your next witness to the stand, Mr. Payne.
Yes, Your Honor. But before I do, if I may say a few words.
What is it, Mr. Payne?
It's about the next witness. He has a tendency to say things that rub people the wrong way, you see. So I asked that the court might be a little lenient on.
Nope. There's no need to give a preface. Just hurry up and call your witness, please.
Yes, Your Honor. The prosecution calls it our next witness. A drifter who was taking a walk in the park on the day of the murder.
Oh Gott. Please state your name and the court witness. Ich sagte heißt Fernando.
Before I do, I would like to clarify a little something.
Huh?
Alright, go ahead. Just now you introduced my wonderful self to the court, correct? Perhaps as a drifter who was taking a walk?
Did I?
But I will not stand for that. Now you've tinted the court's eyes and colored me wrongly. Sure, I suppose calling me a university got given to the yourself, but I think when my life at the top great colleague, I'm merely looking for a perfect notch. I have a rigorous little walkers.
Yes, I understand. I'm very, very sorry. I'll be
more careful from now on.
Hello, Twags. What is he? A human chatterbox? Ugh, I have to question him?
Fashion, cars, women, glasses, and of course, university. First rates only need apply.
Glasses? But you aren't wearing glasses.
Oh!
Woambas? Pieces of nearsighted lenses were found nearby. Und schon überführt. That's enough. Your name, witness.
Is that how you want to play this? Using your power and influence to keep the young people down. I see how you work now. You old people and your dirty tricks. You thought you had me, but you thought wrong.
I'm sorry. It won't happen again. Oh man.
I forgive you. Alright, I suppose I can tell you my name. I am Richard Wellington, the drifting virtuoso with a PhD in drifting, as it were. If you want to, you could call me a university student in transit. Mr. Wellington, on the day of the murder, you were taking a strolling to the park, correct? It would appear that you are attached to that word. If you must, then by all means. But I remind you that I am no way a brave-boosted boy out on a walk with Mummy. If you must know, Anyway, please testify to this what you saw during your walk through the park. See, you said it again. Taking a walk, you know you...
What your witness will do, Mr. Wellington. Ich hasse ihn jetzt schon.
I was at the park all afternoon, deep in thought about my life situation. I don't remember the time that well, but I do believe it was 6 p.m.
Huh, bisschen früh. All of a sudden, a police officer falls from above, right in front of my eyes. Without a doubt, I looked up and there were met the eyes of a charming young lady. Of course, I remember her sweet face. It was that of a pretty defendant there. The only other thing I saw was the banana that fell with the police officer. That was certainly a decisive testimony. Decisive? Nick, did you hear what he just said? Yeah. That's all you have to say? How can you be so calm? It's strange. My mind is very calm and clear. Maybe it's because I believe my client. You mean Maggie? Yes, and if she really is innocent, then that can only mean one thing. That guy is lying. You may now question the witness, Mr. Wright. I found out the truth, no matter how well you craft your lies. Ich habe zwei Dinge, aber ich glaube, das eine ist es wahrscheinlich nicht mal. So, ich will erst einmal hier... Da, die Banane. The banana? Well, it was actually more than just one, more like a bunch of bananas. Now what would a bunch of bananas be doing there? And why would I know such a thing? I'm only telling you what I saw. That's really strange. Maggie never mentioned anything about a bunch of bananas. That's it, Nick. He's gonna be lying about bananas. He could be, but there's no reason for him to lie about there being bananas at the crime scene. What if it's not a lie? Well, maybe he thought he was seeing one thing and it was something else. If he mistook something else for a bunch of bananas, then that would be an inaccuracy. Think, Phoenix. Think! If my client is innocent, there's no way he could have seen that what he said it did. Which means if he can somehow show he's lying, yeah. She's right, she's got a sharp mind, but I just wish I could remember where she is. Is everything okay, Nick? Nenn mich dich Nick! Weil das hier irritiert mich halt. Achso, past. Okay, never mind. Ich finde es schön, wie ja immer wieder diese 2 Sekunden Schweigesekunden sind. Mr. Wellington, I believe I have the bananas you saw right here. Ah, so you knew about the bananas too. Why didn't you say so earlier? But don't think you can use this as a way to pull more information out of me. And that's where you'll be wrong. Mr. Wright, what is the meaning of this? Isn't that a baseball glove? Huh? What? A baseball glove? Doesn't it look delicious? Care for a bite? That's not... It's a no! Your Honor, I think this proves one very important fact. This witness loves bananas. Has a bad eyesight. By the way, just how bad are your eyes? Huh? How? What? Why are you asking me about this all of a sudden? Your Honor, it's very simple to mistake glove for a bunch of bananas. No, I don't think so. Objection overruled. You're one of those people, yes, you know what I mean. You're like those people who refuse to accept and you used to your word, but in the end we find out that it's when viewed from afar, I thought you... Fuck! Er ist ein bisschen gesprächig geworden. Ich glaube, er ist der Mörder, aber ich weiß nicht, woran es liegen könnte. And that is why I ask you how bad your eyesight is. They are both 2200. I suppose you're going to tell me that's terrible, right? Why are you not wearing your glasses today then? That's because I lost them recently, you see. Of course, I was planning on getting a new pair, Ey, Ummel war's. Nein, Twax. Ummel ist umlich zu töten. But you know, my glasses are not ordinary glasses, so to replace them... How about when you witnessed the crime? Were you wearing your glasses then? Oh Gott, jetzt muss ich selber strangulieren. How about it, witness? You are an unrelenting evil man. You're like those people who rejected she was brought courageous only to... while she didn't do anything, burned at the fucking fuck. What? which boils down to you were not wearing your glasses at the time. Therefore, the identity of the woman at the scene of the crime and that of the defendant cannot be proven to be the same by the witness. But the height difference was only 9 feet. It was very possible for him to see the face of the culprit standing on the upper path. Witness, please be more accurate in your testimony. Remember, a person's life is at stake. Yes, Your Honor. Now then, please continue with your testimony. Please tell the girl what happened next in the moments after you witnessed the crime. What happened next? The girl on the upper path ran away as soon as she realized I was there. After that, I immediately called the police station to report the crime. It must have been 6:45 p.m. when I made the call. They must have a lot of free time on their hands since they showed up within 10 minutes. So the person who was on the upper path saw you and then ran away. Yes, it is correct. Which is why even someone without a superior brain like mine can understand that. That girl is the murderer. Murder! You may question the witness now, Mr. Wright. She ran away just like that? Yes, she did. She saw me and flew the nest like the guilty bird she is. Oh, I'm sorry. Was that pun too hard for someone who only got a third-rate education? Actually, that did take me a few seconds to get. Anyway, if she ran away the instant that she saw you, how could you tell it was my client? Eek! The witness has already answered that question. He has stated that the defendant is the culprit. This is true, Mr. Wright. I'm striking your question from a record. How can I get more information out of him? Immediately, as in immediately. I mean, sure, it might have elapsed before I did, but that's the duty of every good citizen, or did they not teach that at your pitiful school? You think people learn about how to call police in college? Hey Nick, I think you should take a look at the court record for a sec. Nein, How do you know what time it was? The detective told me you know which one I mean. The one with the jacket that makes him look like a dropout from a no-name high school. Hey Paul, I graduated from a pretty good, top-ranked college. I don't believe this. It doesn't matter, I don't believe I was mistaken about the time I called. And if I'm wrong, then that detective obviously doesn't know how to tell time. What? Why? You're just some lousy kid who... I think the court can see your point anyway. How did the police respond? So you're saying that there were police on the scene by 7 p.m. They got there before that, I think. There usually weren't many people in that area at that time of day, but suddenly there, before I knew it, there were people crawling all over, gawking. It certainly says something about the morals of the people in this country. Can't find anything out of the ordinary in his testimony. Why don't you take one more look at the court record? Yeah, I guess I should. Ich habe eine Idee. Ist es das vielleicht? Nee. Ist es dann die Liste? Nee. Mal kurz Save laden. Ich denke wieder zu stark drüber nach. Ich sehe es einfach gerade nicht. Ich denke halt wieder über 5 Ecken. Lang der letzten beiden Fällen. Ah. Schade. Das Evidence vor allem. Alter. Ich muss kompliziert denken, denn danach werden die Fälle wieder ein bisschen, naja. Ne? Oh mein Gott, ich bin so dumm. Alter. Oh mein Gott. Ich wollte ihn überführen, dass er kein Handy dabei hat. Aber ich muss die Zeit wissen. Ah, Mr. Wellington, would you please take a look at this? You mean the victim's autopsy report? According to this, the murder occurred at 6:28 p.m. So that of it. You said that you called the police immediately after the murder took place. However, by the time you had called the police, it was already 6:45 p.m. There was clearly a 50-minute gap here. Do you deny it? I think this Kurt would like to hear what you were doing during this 50-minute gap. Fapping. Grrr. The witness was in a shock at the time after witnessing a terrible murder. It's only to be expected that he would be a little dazed. 15 minutes is hardly what I would call a little dazed. Mr. Wellington. Yes? Explain yourself now. What were you doing during those 15 minutes? Answer the question. Telephone, I mean... Spit it out. I was searching for a phone booth. A phone booth? You mean you don't have a cell phone? You and your questions, as if you're trying to open all the layers of a Matryoshka of doll. You must think you're really something special. Sind wir auch. Witness, I am special. I lost my cell phone. There, are you happy? You lost it? Unbelievable. You lose your glasses and your cell phone. You must be very scatterbrained when it comes to your belongings. What? Are you saying that first-rate people are never allowed to lose things? Haven't you ever heard that struggle and saw about the relation? I don't think simple plain people like you fuck me hard. Enough! Oh man, oh man. Wait, hold on a second, he lost his cell phone? Nick! That cell phone, could it be? You mean this phone Maggie found? There's no way. Boy, I didn't see this coming. What should I do now? Mr. Wellington, where is your cell phone right now? Huh, what are you getting all excited about? You seem to be a little confused. I found my phone, I'll have you know. See, here it is. Oh, I see. Looks like he's got his phone. And I thought that just maybe this was his. Well then, I think we've cleared this issue up. At the time of the murder, the witness did not have his cell phone because he had lost it. Therefore, the delay in his call was caused by his research for a phone booth. Well, that's the gist of it, I guess. I guess you could pull it that way and leave it at that. Do you have any further questions, Mr. Wright? Your Honor, the witness testimony does not make any sense. I don't believe that there was ever a need for the witness to search for a phone. How dare you! You can't just make outrageous claims like that. You do have some sort of proof, don't you? Well, yeah, of course. This evidence should be good enough, I think. Alright, let's have this proof then. Please present proof that the witness had no need to search for a public phone booth. It's very simple. This is evidence that backs up my claim. And yet again, you have presented this curve with an obtuse, meaningless item. Huh? It's obtuse and meaningless? I don't get you at all, Nick. Why do you think you would need to look for a phone in the first place? Well, that's because I was looking at the evidence and it's just hit me. I thought, hey, he really didn't have to look for a phone. Then why don't you hurry up and present a piece of evidence? Now what was the piece of evidence again? Okay then. Huh? Warte. Wait, ich will mal kurz speichern, damit es schneller geht. Oh. Ja. Thinking. It's quite simple, actually. Ich denke zu viel nach. Ah, das ist alles so einfach. Please take a look at this. At the crime scene photo. Is there a problem with it? Oh, there's nothing wrong with the picture. But if you don't understand my logic after looking at it, something is wrong with you. No! It's a phone booth. That is correct. Ooh. All the defendant had to do was walk 3 steps. Mr. Wellington, why did you not use the phone that was right in front of you? Order! Order! What does it reporting the crime a little late prove for the defense? The witness can explain what he was doing for those 15 minutes. That is reason enough to throw suspicion on his testimony. Yes, this is very true. What do you have to say for yourself, witness? Then I bet his phone really is his, Nick. He must have killed Dustin to get his phone back. But Maggie said that she was going to return it to him. So there was no reason for him to kill her for it. And on top of that, we still have the phone she found anyway. But if he wasn't looking for a cell phone, maybe he was looking for something else. Was he? Mr. Wright. Yes, Your Honor. Do you have any thoughts we would like to share with you, Kurt? Can you offer an explanation as to what the witness was doing during about those 50 minutes? Ja, murdered. There's only one possible explanation. Alright, let's hear your explanation. However, be forewarned that if your explanation is not persuasive, you will be penalized. Think carefully before you present, Mr. Wright. Yes, Your Honor. Ugh, I probably shouldn't have said there was only one possibility. Please represent the one piece of evidence that will answer the following. Why didn't the witness call the police right away? Ist es das einfach? Perhaps this is the evidence we need to... Nein. Perhaps? Haha. Batch. Warte. Es kann ja das Telefon sein, oder? Danke. Du. die Brille. Mr. Wellington. What? Don't do that. You almost gave me a heart attack. These are your glasses, aren't they? Ah, where did you find... Ah! I believe the court all heard what you just confessed to. That these glasses are in fact yours. I tell you where they were found, Mr. Wellington. These glasses were found under the victim's body. Under the victim's body? Order! Order! No, wait a second, hold on. I didn't confess or confirm anything. Your Honor, I think the answer is quite clear here. As he fell, Dustin Prince grabbed the culprit's glasses. The culprit knew that he had to find his glasses and searched frantically for them. What he didn't realize was that they were under the victim's body. That is why it took him 50 minutes to make the call. Mr. Wright, are you indicating the witness as the real murderer? Of course, that is precisely what I'm doing. Oh, how? I know I'm right. He's the real murderer. Did you figure it out, Nick? More or less. Turns out the cell phone was the key to this case after all. Anyway, now it's our chance to deep six this guy. So long as the 69 is. I'll sink him in one shot. Yeah! This is so exciting watching you work again. Somehow my old self is coming back to me. It's time to sink or swim. Everything rests on the edge of a knife. This is the moment I've been waiting for. Order! Oh, sind doch alle ruhig. Der aber nicht. Your Honor, the defense is making a mockery of this court. Without any solid ground to stand on, he accused the witness of being the murderer. Yeah, that's right. I'm no criminal. This is the third-rate fraud of a lawyer. In that case, why don't we look at it from a different perspective? Let's hear your explanation as to why you're not the murderer. Why? That's easy. For example, there's the name the victim wrote. What about it? Oh, you mean the name Maggie? Yeah, even an idiot like you can read that, right? But we already know this was not written by the victim himself. After all, the defendant's name is Maggie, and the victim was left-handed. In other words, in order to make the defendant look guilty, the real criminal used the victim's right hand to write her name on the ground. But wouldn't that mean that the real criminal was someone the defendant knew? Otherwise, how else would the person know her name was Maggie or Maggie? That is a good point. The witness didn't even know of Miss Bird before this trial. Ah, I forgot. Was there any this creep could have known Maggie's name beforehand? Oh, yes! It would be best if I could prove that the witness had a chance to learn that the defendant's name was Maggie. Now, will the defense please present its case? How could the witness have known the defendant's name? Mr. Wellington, you didn't have your cell phone with you on the day of the murder, correct? So what if I didn't? When you realized you had lost it, what did you do? What did I do? Didn't you try to find it by calling it? Why you? How did you? Your Honor, these questions have nothing to do with... Overruled! Tatsächlich, Pain ist so nutzlos. Mr. Wright, where are you going with this line of questioning? Do you think there's some relation between the witness' cell phone and the murderer? I do, Your Honor. On the day of the murder, Maggie Bird picked up a lost phone in the park. And... she also received a phone call from the owner of the phone. Hello? Oh, thank you. I've been searching for my phone. Is this yours? Oh, I'm glad you called. We can meet up and I can give this back. I'll be right there. I'm sorry, I didn't catch your name. You can call me Maggie. That was when you learned that her name was Maggie. But you made one fatal mistake. Fatal mistake? My client's name is Maggie, but the name that was written on the ground was Maggie. This is a mistake that could only occur if all you knew was how her name sounded. Order! Order! But Your Honor, the witness has no motive. And your point is? It's very simple, Your Honor. A person usually would not kill someone without a reason. The rush of blood! Mr. Wellington had no reason to kill anyone. That is absolutely correct. I don't have a motive. Mr. Wright. Your Honor, can you explain what motive this witness could have had? It's very simple, Your Honor. Are you sure, Nick? If I said I can't offer an explanation and the trial's over, right? Yeah, but... Mr. Wellington's motive is right here. What is this? A list? These phone numbers were pulled from the memory of the phone the defendants found. And we have determined that the people on this list are members of a certain group. You looked up all his numbers? Of course. This list of phone numbers was stored in the cell phone's memory. The names and numbers belong to people who are members of a certain con artist groups. What? Con artists? Can you explain why these numbers were on your phone, Mr. Wellington? This is an outrage, an invasion of privacy. Looking up the phone numbers on a person's phone is a worse crime than murder. Nein. I don't care, Mr. Wellington. All I want is for you to tell us what this list is about. You think any of you know what it's like to be a refined man such as me? Your Honor, this is unjustified badgering of witness. Objection overruled. Kann Payne einfach gehen? Mr. Wright, what is the meaning of this? Why would the witness have the numbers of a group of con artists on his phone? Isn't it obvious the witness is? So. Ich dachte, ich muss einen Beweis sagen. Mr. Wellington is a member of this very group. Vermutlich noch ein Anführer oder so. No! All of your friends' phone numbers are stored right there on the phone. Right here on the phone. If anyone were to look into these phone numbers, it would be all over for you. That is why you had to kill. No, this is too much. That does make quite a bit of sense. Well, Mr. Wellington, would you care to explain? I got you now. That police officer... Schnauze! Your Honor! What is it, Mr. Payne? Your Honor, this is unjustified badgering of the witness. You said the exact same thing only a few seconds ago. Please? Please, let's think about the content of the phone call. Hello? Oh, thank you. I've been searching for my phone. Is this yours? Oh, I'm glad you called. We can meet up and I can give this back. The defendant had already promised that she would return the phone. After that, all Mr. Wellington had to do was meet Miss Bird to get his phone back. Why, then, would he need to kill anyone? That is a valid point. What does the defense think about this? If you think about it logically, then it makes sense. Then maybe we should be thinking outside the box. Oh, endlich mal mein Denken. Yeah, if you think like that, let's see. Maybe that slimeball saw something at the crime scene that made him commit murder. You tough, Mr. Wright? Well... I don't think Mr. Wellington went to pick up his phone in a very friendly manner. But he was promised his phone, so why would he have been unfriendly to the defendant? I think he must have seen something that didn't agree with him when he got there. Well then, Mr. Wright? Or was there something that didn't agree with the witness? What Mr. Wellington saw was the victim. The The victim? You mean Dustin Prince? Dustin Prince had gone on his date right after his shift was over. With no time to change, he went to the park still wearing his police uniform. So, endlich! Ich darf outside of the box denken. Dankeschön. Oh, danke. Oh! The girl that picked up my phone is with a policeman. He couldn't have known they were going out, so he began to worry. He was afraid the policeman would ask a few questions before returning to the phone. If I do anything suspicious, he might run a check on my phone. In his mind, it was possible they had already run a check on the phone. And he went into a panic, is what he was saying. Exactly. Officer Prince was murdered simply because he was in uniform. Wow. Talk about fashion police. Mr. Payne, do you have any comments? I'm thinking... Shut up already. It seems the truth has come out last. The witness, Mr. Wellington, you are... Impressive, not bad for a person with a further education. What's that supposed to mean? The evidence, evidence! That guy is really creeping me out. All you've been waving around and talking about is a suspicious cell phone. Suspicious phone number, this, suspicious con group, that, they're all on the phone. But who's to say that the phone is really mine? Where's your proof, your evidence? You want proof that this phone is yours? I already told you earlier. That phone I lost, I've already found it. You don't have even the slightest idea what the phone in your hand belongs to. But you can be sure that isn't mine, you simpleton. What? It feels good to see you squirm. We do seem to have a problem on our hands with this phone. Whose phone is it without knowing that it's meaningless as evidence? Your Honor? This is bad, I cannot let him turn the tables on me like this. This cell phone. There has to be something I've overlooked. There's got to be... maybe... That's Mrs. Sign. This phone has the names and numbers of those in the con group in its memory. I can show them to you, Your Honor. I don't believe this. What are you talking about? Ah, es ist doch einfach die Fingerprints. Das klingt ein bisschen zu einfach. Who cares about the phone number? Mist. I got it. We should check out for fingerprints. Fingerprints? Yes, Your Honor. Mr. Wellington must have left some prints on his phone. Nick, don't you remember? When you got that from Maggie, you wiped it off. What? You said there was sand all over it, so... Wiped it? I wiped it? Pretty thoroughly, though. Wow! It's oh so much fun watching Frederick trash babble like morons amongst themselves. Gives me the complete recovery. How many times do I have to say this? My phone is right here, you see? Oh, and incidentally, you can check the numbers stored on this phone. Du hast mich angerufen. It must have glitched because all the numbers just magically disappeared. You've got to be joking. He erased all the numbers I was going to use as evidence. Mr. Wellington? What's this? By the tone of your voice, it sounds like you still have some fight left in you. Where did you finally find your cell phone? Oh, you're too much. And of course, you have no idea what I'm talking about. Oh my god. Oh, now I remember. Huh? Looks like they hung up. Ah, good. I finally found it. So that's when. What's wrong with that attorney? Why the harsh glare in their eyes? Nick, we have worked so hard to get this far, but if you don't do something quick, he's going to get off so... Warte, ich muss es nachchecken. Er weiß es immer noch nicht. I know this phone has to be his. But how am I supposed to prove something like that? Mr. Wright, if you cannot prove who the owner of the cell phone is, your indictment has no basis and therefore no power. It looks like you came up a penny short. Where did I go wrong? Don't blame yourself, you're merely a third-rate lawyer. You only made one big mistake. Who are you? What are you? That's something you haven't figured out for yourself yet. Who I am? The court hereby concludes the cross-examination. If that will be all I have to bid you gentlemen and ladies goodbye, I have a reservation at the ultra-fancy restaurant on the upper side of town. Thank you for your assistance. You have had a stressful day, so please, bon appetit. What am I supposed to do? Am I supposed to do just... Nein! Objection! Please wait, Your Honor. Alright, Nick. I think I may be able to prove it. Prove it? Prove what, Mr. Wright? Everything. Schnauze pain. Your Honor, the cross-examination has already ended. Besides, the defense is just going to badger the witness with more inane questions. You will not harass the witness, is that clear, Mr. Wright? Did you hear that? No harassment allowed, Mr. Attorney. Please, Your Honor. Very well, but this is your last chance, Mr. Wright. You may present one piece of evidence to the court. I only get one shot at this. If you cannot prove everything, it's over for your client and for you. Ich denke gerade wieder outside of the box, ne? Aber ich denke, das ist richtig. Yes, Your Honor. I'm sure you are well aware, Your Honor, but the cross-examination period has ended. Were you paying attention, Mr. Payne? I said that Mr. Wright could present only one more piece of evidence. Oh. Now then, Mr. Wright, this is your last chance. It all comes down to this. It's go time! Why, thank you, how nice. Here, please have one of mine. It's right that fancy script. The ink is strong and clear, but I still can't read it. Wait, what am I doing? This isn't the time to be exchanging business cards. Your Honor, there was something very important about that card, and that is... This card is important because of what is on the back. Huh? You wrote your cell phone number on the back, but that's exactly it. Can you please call his number from your cell phone? Huh? Right now? But Kurt is still in session. It's okay, you will see. Okay, if you say so. Is the defense preparing something, Mr. Wright? We're going to call my cell phone now, and then the court will see everything for what it is. Of all the idiotic stupid things to... What? Why is my phone? What is this with this stupid sounding ringtone? Mr. Wellington. How strange. I could almost swear that you're holding my phone. You're... No, it can't. By the way, before I forget, thank you very much for the lump on my head this morning. I don't think I need to explain any further, except to say... When you went to retrieve your cell phone, you mistakenly took the wrong one. There's that. F. So that is what had happened. You were knocked out by Mr. Wellington. He's a man who lives on his pride and self-imagining alone. In order to hide his involvement with the con artist group, he has become paranoid and has lost all ability to make rational judgments. Then, Mr. Wright, the phone you're holding... It's Mr. Wellington's, naturally. Speaking of that man, how is he, Mr. Payne? Ah, he was arrested and has been taken away, Your Honor. Ah, lebt noch, schade. Very well. Now then, this court finds the defendant Maggie Bird not guilty. Woohoo! That is all. This court is adjourned. Easy. Oh god. I knew that the real you would shine through eventually. I am so moved by what you've done for me, sir. Thank you so much, Mr. Wright. I feel really bad for Dustin. He didn't do anything to deserve this. It's probably because of me. Huh? My whole life has been nothing but a whirlwind of bad luck and failures. Your whole life? It can't be that bad, can it? Since I was 6 months old, when I fell from the 9th floor of my apartment building, I've been hit by all sorts of vehicles, gotten sick from all sorts of foods, failed at almost every test I've ever taken, experienced almost every kind of disaster, but never won or even tied a game of tic-tac-toe. My life has really been nothing but a string of disasters. That is, pretty bad. Up until I went to college, I was known as the goddess of misfortune. And then at the academy, everyone called me Lady Luckless. Lady Luckless? What's worse is that my misfortune always seems to latch on those around me. What do you mean? When I see someone in trouble, I always try to help. Ah, that's right, you were talking about this earlier. It happened again recently too, sir. There was an old lady pacing back and forth by the pedestrian crosswalk. I gave her my hand and... before I knew it, we were having dinner at my house. Oh. I'm sure that Dustin's gone because of me. That's not true! That glove didn't even have any sort of special meaning. It was just a present to say thanks for covering one of my night shifts. Oh, I see. Everything is all my fault. Dustin's death. Your head being all messed up. Well, I don't think my head is that messed up yet. I'm going to find a new life for myself starting now. The next time we meet, I'm sure I'll be dead. I'm sure I'll have found a whole ocean's worth of good luck by then, sir. Yeah, after all, the goddess of misfortune is only a name. You bet. I'm gonna make it. I promise. Next time we meet, I will only be an unlucky person instead of goddess. Yeah, that's the spirit. Well, Mr. Wright, Maya, I should get going. Okay, good luck to you. Alt unbekannt. Thanks, you take care of yourself too. What a horrible day. I've gotten my memory back, but things are still a little fuzzy. But you're okay, and that's what counts. You really had me worried. Come on, let's go back to the office. I'm afraid to ask, but here goes. So, this might sound bad, but... who are you? What? I thought you said you got your memory back. At that moment, I fucked up. Everything really did come back to me. Hast du mich geslappt? Detective Gumshoe. He's someone I've had clashes with in the past during certain cases. Eigentlich nicht. But he's also been a good ally during others. Das schon eher. The judge. He's a old man who's easily swayed by other people's opinions. But in the end, he always comes up with the right verdict. Naja, nach ein bisschen Nachhilfe. This person I haven't got a clue. He seems to know me, but Maybe he's mistaken me for someone else. Er kam halt nur einmal vor im letzten Game, sonst war es halt immer edgy. Ja, und einmal halt Karma. And this girl, Maya? You finally remembered. This is Maya Fey, my assistant. That's right, I have so many unforgettable memories about her. Ah. She is legal now. For example, Earth to Nick, what's wrong? You keep staring at me, don't tell me you've missed me. Well, yeah, I suppose I have. I feel like I haven't seen you in ages. Oh. Well, I'm back now, so it's time for us to create new memories together. Alright, sounds good. All the phone numbers on my phone were erased by Mr. Wellington. Guess I have to start over from the very beginning. Come on, Nick. Nein! Edgeworths Nummer ist gelöscht worden. Ich bring Wellington um. Let's go to our usual burger joint. Okay. Actually, it hasn't even been that long since she came back into my life. Nicht Edgies. And that story began on one rainy afternoon 2 months ago. Episode 1, The Lost Turnabout. The end. Es ist ein fucking Loli. Es ist ein fucking Loli aus Mayas Dorf. Reunion and Turnabout. Ja, speichern wir mal. Es ist ein Loli. Wir reden nicht über Edgy. Ey, Edgy ist der beste Charakter. That was no accident. I was drugged with sleeping pills. I was murdered by that person. Wait, what? Yikes. Ich hätte einen Schuh verloren. That's why I took my revenge. It's only fair, isn't it? Ini? Alter, nicht schon wieder sie. Oh mein Gott, warum ist sie schon wieder der Hauptverdächtige? Mann, Maya. I finally get to see you again and it's not your fault, you didn't do it. No, I did it. I killed that person. But it wasn't you. It doesn't matter, it might as well have been me. I can't believe something like this happened. The events of that gloomy, rainy afternoon that started this whole mess keep playing through my mind. What depressing rain? Do you understand how depressed it makes me, do you? I guess. But actually, more than being depressed, I'm angry. Angry at that weather girl on TV. I think our little rainy spell will take a break with a day of sun. So was what that girl said, I'd stake my life on it. Well, it's the weather. But that's why I didn't bother to bring any umbrella today. What nerve, calling herself a weather girl. She's going to hear about my $1,500 suit. About your case. Unless you're planning on suing the weather girl. I'm sorry. I thought that before we got down to business we could have some friendly chatter. My name is Dr. Turner Gray. I'm a surgeon. Remind me never to end up under his knife. I'm here today because of this incident. Malpractice at Gray Surgical Clinic. 14 inpatients lose their lives. Oh, you're a doctor, Ed. It's really quite upsetting. Did you hear me? Upsetting! Yes, I heard you. I agreed it's quite upsetting, Dr. Gray. The one that screwed up was that nurse. It was her that got the medication mixed up and killed those 14 patients. And yet, now listen good, and yet, That nurse had the nerve to go and die before admitting to her wrongdoing. She didn't even offer any sort of explanation to me, and this is the kicker. She up and has herself a grand old accident and crashed the car. Smash, crunch, instantly transforming her car into the according model. That's right, about a year ago, all the tabloid shows were talking about it. 14 victims of medical malpractice and the nurse mystery's fatal accident. There were rumors that Dr. Gray had actually caused that crash. People said it was to forever hide the person responsible for the malpractice incident. Why would I? Now, I'm just going to say this once. Why on earth would I want to kill that nurse? She's the one who killed those 14 patients, not me. I think you need to take a deep breath, Doctor, and focus. More to the point, this case is over a year old. Why bring it up now? That's simple, because the situation is slipping out of my grasp. This just won't do. My clinic isn't seeing nearly as many patients nowadays. Do you understand what that means? It means they're not coming to my clinic. You don't say. If it were me, I don't think I would want to go either. So, what would you like me to do about it? I want you to help me prove I'm innocent. You do realize I'm a lawyer, not a private investigator, right? No, this is something only you can do. Maya Fey. You know this girl, correct? Maya? Why would you know her name? I heard you were working under her for a little while. Well, yes, I mean, hey, wait a second here. I worked under her? Yes, am I wrong? She told me, so I'm not quite sure if... Well, we worked a few trials together, but she went back to her hometown to undergo more training. Ah, yes, I heard. It must be lonely for you. Come on, let me give you a hug. What? Wait, I'm not... don't dare! What? She must be an extraordinary girl to handle such rigid training. Huh? I have an acquaintance who knows a lot about these mystical sort of things. She's the one who introduced me to Miss Fey. Is Maya really that famous? And I've already set up an appointment. For what? What else? A channeling? I'm going to have her call the spirit of that nurse that went and got herself killed. Uh-oh. Maya, I wonder what she's up to right now. We, the women of the Fey clan, have always been spirit mediums. It's because the power to communicate with spirits flows strongly through us. That's what she told me. I guess she's learned about, to accept her responsibilities and become an adult. No, this is 18, also, no? Not counting training, this will be her first time channeling a spirit. So she gave me one condition before accepting my request. A condition? The condition is you, Mr. Wright. She said that she wouldn't do the channeling without first seeing you again. Me. That is why I've searched you out. You want to see her too, don't you? Ja, warum nicht? And so, that is how I ended up visiting Maya's hometown with the doctor. Kurain village. Kurain. So this is Kurain village, Maya's hometown. Oh, süß. Why, hello there! Do you want a lollipop? Shit. What an odd little girl. Hey, wait up, Pearly! Someone else is coming this way. Nick! Maya, how are you? It's good to see you again. Wow, I didn't think you would really show up. It's not that big a deal. You made it sound like you were so far away. Well, maybe I exaggerated just a little. It was only 2 hours per train. If I had known you were this close, I would have visited more. No, you're not allowed. I already decided, you know. Until I become an adult, I have to work hard and be strong myself. Oh, well. Anyway, congratulations. I'm glad to hear training is going well for you. Looks like you have finally become a full-fledged medium, taking you on your first job. Yeah, I didn't think it would be this soon. But this case, do you know the messy story behind it? Behold the power of the Maya intelligence network. Let's see. 14 people died because of malpractice on Dr. Gray's part, right? And to pin the blame on the nurse, he killed her in what appeared to be a car accident. Huh? So what is this Maya intelligence network anyway? The tabloids? That's what I thought. I'm just pulling your leg, Nick. Was los? What really happened is the exact opposite. I heard all about it from Dr. Gray. Oh, come on, Nick. I wouldn't take a crazy killer as a client. That's too scary even for me. Yeah, I guess so. So this is your hometown, huh, Maya? Yep. Kurain Village, but I've heard people call this place Medium Valley, too. Interesting. So everyone that lives here is a spirit medium? Pretty much. Most of my ancestors were too, I think. That's probably true since the Fae ability to communicate with the dead is so strong. Actually, only the women of this village are mediums. So what do the men do? They usually work someplace outside the village. Okay. Oh yeah, I wanted to ask you about that girl I saw earlier. Do you know her? Oh, you mean Pearly. Pearly? Pearly Faye, she's my cousin. Isn't she adorable? Just like yours truly. Cousin? Wait, then that means she also a... Yep, she's a medium too. Pearly's a real genius when it comes to channeling. I see. I hope I didn't scare her when I tried to talk to her earlier and gave her my lollipop. Nah, it's not you. My aunt drilled into her head that if a suspicious looking person tries to talk to you, run away. Suspicious looking? Well, you're not wearing training clothes for starters. Of course not. Pearl is my aunt's most valued treasure, so she's not allowed to go outside of town. She doesn't know much about the world outside of Kurain Village. Aunt? Pearl's mother is my aunt, duh. Come on, Nick. Well, Nick, I've got to get going. It's about time for the channeling to start. Huh. Oh yeah. I'm doing the channeling in my house, so come on in, okay? After I'm done, we can grill up some juicy burgers. Alright, good luck, Maya. Thanks! Well, at least she's still a same perky Maya. An old bus stop. It says Kurain Village on the signpost. The buses seem incredibly inconvenient since they only come 3 times a day. A giant rock. A giant rock! That seems to be reaching for the sky. It's originally written on a beat up old sign. It looks like this giant rock is called the Kurain boulder. There's a really complex explanation written here, but long story short, it's a big stone! Or to live in, or something like that. It's a giant rock! The biggest, most elegant of the buildings I can see from here. This is Fae Manor, the place Maya calls home. It's easy to overwhelmed by its presence. Okay. Ah, Mr. Wright, I'm so glad you showed. Oh, some nice weather we were having today, aren't you happy? No, not at all. That stupid weather girl made the wrong call again. It will rain cats and dogs today, she said with her straight face. I can't believe they allow such misguided reports in the public airwaves. Looks like talking about the weather with this guy is just asking for punishment. But anyway, this is a splendid manner. No argument there. It's hard to believe that this is Maya's house, though. I was given a guide map to this building. Here, Mr. Wright, I have a copy for you too. Guide map added to the court record. Meditation room, channeling chamber, winding way, side room. What are you going to do once the nurse's spirit has been called? Isn't it obvious? I'm going to have her write a signed confession. A signed confession? Yes, a confession. Pay attention, I will have her write this. 1 year ago, on May 2nd, 13 patients died due to my negligence. And then, on May 23rd, I fell asleep at the wheel and died in a car accident due to my further negligence. I'm sorry and I apologize for being negligent. That's what I'll have her write. With a confession, the rain falling on my soul can finally stop. Oh, I see. So how did you hear about Maya Fey? I heard about her from an acquaintance, a girl studying the occult at the college. That girl introduced me to this village. This is the home of the Kurain School of Channeling. The home, huh? Miss Maya is a daughter of the master, I hear. Master? Anyway, do you see that door? That's the room where people and spirits meet. Miss Maya's aunt is in there right now. Would you care to meet her? Ich würde ungern die ganze Zeit die Kerzen anzünden, jeden Tag. Wow. This is a strange atmosphere in here. These flickering lights, I guess they're candles. Good sir, who might you be? My name is Felix Wright. Oh, you must be that good sir. Good sir? Is she talking about me? You are a lawyer, are you not, good sir? I have heard much about you from Mystic Maya. Is that so? Mystic Maya? I am Mystic Mayas aunt, Morgan Fay. Die fangen alle mit M an, oder? Außer Pearly. Pearly nicht. Nice to meet you. I had wanted to speak with you about a certain incident, good sir. It would seem that perhaps you ask too much of Mystic Maya in performing your duties. Most unbecoming, I'm afraid. Huh? Don't tell me you have already forgotten. That was it not for Mystic Maya and assistance, you would surely not have one. First a girl that runs away, and now an old lady who says I stink at doing my job. When did I become the poster boy for how to not make a first impression? The past is the past, though. Let us speak of the present now. Ah, thank you. So why do you add Mystic to Maya's name? Isn't that a little strange? Good sir. Okay. Yes. How dare you be so rude and disrespectful towards Mystic Maya? I'm sorry. She must be addressed by a proper title, good sir. You must call her Mystic Maya. So about Mystic Maya, it is the blood. Excuse me? Mystic Maya carries the blood of the Master. In actuality, she is the only one remaining. Only one remaining? What's it supposed to mean? Mystic Maya is the last of the rightful heirs of the current channeling technique. Okay, then where do you stand? That is a little more complicated. Although a woman of the Fae clan, I am merely a member of the Branch family. Branch family? What's that? It is as it sounds. For a member of the Branch family, no matter her spiritual power, she can never become the master of the Kurain school. So, how strong are you? It is a shame, however, I will admit. I cannot even begin to compare the lowliness of my power to the master's. So that's how it is. Ach, Chris. So, today's channeling will be her first. Yes, good sir. Könnt ihr nicht mal längere Texte haben, wenn ich mein Headset richte? Because the spirit of a person who dies in a traffic accident is usually very strong. It is usually easier to call a person to our world. Traffic accident indeed. The channeling will take place here in this channeling chamber, good sir. As you can see, I am in the process of preparing. So, this room is the channeling chamber. The place where a spirit medium speaks with those who have departed. I don't suppose you would mind if we would observe this session. Do not even think of such nonsense. Only the medium and the client may enter here. Oh. The secrets of the current techniques cannot be seen by just anybody. That never stopped Maya from doing it in front of me before. It is also for your safety, good sir, if something were to go wrong. That is why, while channeling is being performed, that heavy door is securely locked. Oh, that's what the lock is for. Oh, yes. I wonder if you have yet to meet Pearl, good sir. Pearl? She's an adorable and angelic young girl. Oh, that odd. She's my daughter, now then. What was it you were about to say? What a cute daughter you have. A pure heart that knows not of the evils in this world is a powerful thing, good sir. Please refrain from affiliating with her, I request. Well, it's not like I had a chance to anyway. I must insist and stress that you not let it occur. Okay, I get it. Okay, hier drin passiert dann der Mord, ne? Geil. Wow, this garden is really breathtaking. Someone put a lot of love into it. What is that over there? Is that an incinerator? Looks like a little out of place in a garden like this. It's a small incinerator. I don't think garbage trucks come all the way out of here to a tiny village like this. So every family has to burn their own trash. It's a really old urn. The ashes of a person long dead are inside. It looks like something with a long history. Other than that, it's not very interesting, so time to move on. Warum ist die Vase fast kaputt? It looks like there's a room over there too. A peaceful feeling is emanating from room. So. Wieso gehe ich davon aus, dass ich jetzt entweder Pearl erwische, wie sie einfach irgendwas macht, oder Maya beim Umziehen erwische? Schade aber auch. So this is the side room. Looks like it's more of a break room. There's bedding spread out on the floor. It looks like someone's sleeping in one. I shouldn't disturb them. Doch. There's bedding spread out on the floor. It's that someone sleeping on over there. She's probably an exhausted medium taking a break and catching some Z's. If I wake her up, she might be grumpy and throw a spell on me. It's probably a good idea to not disturb her sleep. Okay. Hey, you! Hold on now! This guy's got a few questions to ask. I'm sure I've heard this southern accent somewhere before. Südlicher Akzent. Warum? Oh, well, I'll be. It's Mr. Phoenix, right? How you been? Haven't seen you in, what, a year? You are, Lotta Hart. You're Lotta Hart, right? Bingo! I'm the one and only paranormal photographer for Lotta Hart. Ah, so I guess you're still at it being a photographer, I mean. Of course. And today I'm gonna get myself a reader scoop, you wait and see. Oh, that's right. This ain't no time to be wasting time. The channeling is about to get started. Is it that time already? We all should hurry up and get to the meditation room. What are you waiting around for? Come on! Lotta Hart, huh? I've been judging her harshly because of that case. But I guess, looking back, we had some good times too. Ja. Die guten Zeiten, als, keine Ahnung, Maya mir gefühlt 500.000 Schulden eingebockt hat wegen der fucking Kamera. We will now begin the channeling. Mystic Maya and honored guests, please proceed into the channeling chamber. With this I can finally swat all those pesky flies once and for all. You hear me? They won't be able to say a single bad thing about me after this. You would love to hear them apologize, wouldn't you? Wouldn't you, Mr. Wright? Me? Oh, yeah, I sure would. Mystic Maya, do you have the channeling chamber key? Yep, right here. That is most satisfactory. That key is one of a kind, so please take care of it well. You'll be fine, Aunt Morgan. I won't lose it, trust me. Okay, Dr. Gray, let's get started. Finally, let's go. Kriege ich ein F für Dr. Gray, denn ich bin mir sicher, dass er sterben wird. Now let us wait patiently out here for them. Please have some lovely bitter green tea and sure dropping the large strawberry desserts. Hold on now, Granny. Granny? How come we ain't allowed in that room? Dear madam, you have an impressive grasp of English. From where did you learn it? What? I'm from the heart of the heartland. Is that so? Then I humbly request that you return to this heart of the heartland. What are you... This is Corain Village. If you cannot follow our traditions and rules, we request that you leave. Sorry. Whoa, she shut Lotta up. Now that's impressive. Now then, let us wait. Hey now, what was this just now? It came from inside the channeling chamber. Hey, that's a gunshot. Excuse me? I've heard that sound before. It's a gunshot. I bet my afro on it. Maya's in there. Well, Mr. Lawyer, what's the plan? What else? We're going to break in. What? But there's only one key and that kid's got it. We're going to have to break the door. Is that right, Miss Faye? Well, yes, but there's one matter, that is. Don't try to stop me. You can send the repair bill to the Wright law office later. Yeah, now that's what I call being a man. Dr. Gray. I was murdered. Maya? That man murdered me. So I killed him. What? Lotta, at a time like this? Times like this are perfect for snapping up shots. But anyway, what's going on here? This is girl, is she Maya? Step away from there. Please leave this area to me. Go quickly and inform the police. But... Sie wird jetzt erst einmal Beweisstücke verstecken. Geil! Hurry! Before there are more victims here. Hey, let's go, city boy. Leave this to the granny. Ah, toll, ripp meine Beweise. My cell phone doesn't get reception way out of here, so I ended up using the phone booth to call the police. Wenn jetzt gleich Umland kommt, ne? Dann bin ich sehr, sehr mad. And they're on their way. That's good. Lordy, I saw that genius mysterious phenomenon. She seems really on edge because of all this. Not that I blame her, I'm scared to death by what's going on. Hey, mister. That girl, Maya, she wasn't the one that pulled the trigger, was she? Oh yeah. Lotta doesn't know that when Maya's channeling, her whole physical appearance changes. Then again, weren't there only the two of them in there? I reckon she must have done it then. Lotta, what do you know about Dr. Gray? Not much, but I did some digging. That's one gent with a bad reputation. Really? I hear he's good at surgery and stuff, but his personality stinks like wet sheep. I sort of got the same impression myself. He's really controlling. As soon as his nurse or patients don't do what he says, he starts a hollering. Must have been real rough to work for him. Hey, they will be here soon, right? The police, I mean. I reckon you shouldn't be getting back to the crime scene now. Yeah, I guess so. Ah, Mr. Wright. Miss Faye, how's Mystic Maya? She has returned to this world. The spirit severing technique was successful. Let me see her, please. She's still unconscious. I humbly request that you wait outside for her recovery. Guess I just have to wait. Warum bist du hier? Das ist 2 Stunden entfernt. Junge, Hummel. Oh. Hummel, why? Warum stalkst du mich? The police are here. Sorry to keep you waiting. Huh? You again? What are you doing all the way out of here, Detective Gumshoe? It's actually kind of funny. I was in the area for a business trip, Paul. Well, time to check out the crime scene. I have to question everyone here later on, so just sit tight, alright? Why is he grinning at me? Shall I show you the scene of the crime, Detective Gimshoe? My name is Gimshoe. The two of them went into the channeling chamber. I guess all I can do for now is see what everyone else has to say. Frage ist, wer war halt in dem Zimmer da? Wer hat hier geschlafen? Was, Pearly? I'm pretty sure there was someone sleeping here earlier. Like, how can I help you? Uh, uh that is, like, so isn't it about time to start? Huh? Time to start what? You know, like the channeling. Channeling? Oh, no, actually the situation has kind of changed. Huh, like, what do you mean? Please stay calm, but there has been a murder. So, like, a murderous thing where, like, one person kills another, right? Yes, a person has killed another person. That's, what are the words I'm looking for? It's like totally a bummer. Yeah, after all that effort, that's all she had to say. Oh, I'm sorry, I forgot to, like, introduce myself. My name is Mine. Eeny, meeny, moo. At the college, I'm researching and studying parapsychology. Parapsychology? Okay, ist doch egal. That's right. I think people, like, usually call it occult studies or something. Like supernatural phenomenon, ESP and psychic powers, that sort of stuff. That's pretty out there. I'm Phoenix Wright, attorney at law. Hol die Augen auf. So what brings you here today? So I was the one who told Dr. Gray about this place. He asked me, like, do you know of a good spirit medium? Dr. Gray had said something about being introduced to this place. Cause, like, talking to dead people and, like, multiple personalities are my thing. I see, then why were you taking a nap here? Like, I wasn't feeling good. Huh. I'm, like, allergic to season seeds. They, like, must have put some in the food they served for lunch. Oh, that doesn't sound fun. So I, like, felt sick and came in here to, like, sleep. Verdächtig! I totally feel like I've wasted my time cause I, like, slept a long time. So you were sleeping here the entire time? Yeah, ever since lunch. So you don't know anything about the murder that took place? Like, what? Oh, that. I like, totally know nothing. So who was, like, you know, killed? The surgeon that requested the channeling, Dr. Gray. You and Dr. Gray, we knew each other, right? I don't know any Miss Dr. Gray. Oh, really? What was all the talk about him earlier? Huh? Well, like a long time ago. I was like a patient, yeah. She sounds like she's trying to hide something. Like, I'm really sorry, but I'm not all that smart. So I don't, like, get it. Why does it feel like she's just putting on an act? Okay, sie ist ja leider dumm. There's no one here, as usual. Ugh! Hey, how are you? You're Pearl, right? Same as ever. What's that she got in her hand? I've seen it somewhere before. What is it? Is it my hair? Is it too spiky? Not spiky enough? No! Wait, kann ich nochmal reingehen und wieder raus? Puh. What is it? The police are busy running here and there. I don't see Maya anywhere. Hey, you, don't touch anything. Look, I really need to ask you some questions. Don't look at me like I'm sort of uncaring jerk. Tell you what, Paul, I'll let you ask me a few questions, alright? About Maya. I hate to break this to you, Paul, but the way things look now, the girl's the only one who could have done it. Yeah, only Maya and the victim were inside this room after all. But Maya is... You can ask more about her later, Paul. Right now I've got a job to do, and that's collecting evidence. Detective Gumshoe looks like a real professional. And yet, something about his expression still looks the same. So, Dr. Gray was shot with a gun, huh? He was shot in the forehead. But he was also stabbed in the chest with a knife. A knife? Basically, the Vic was first stabbed, then he was shot. Aber wieso haben wir denn 2 Schüsse gehört? I'm really busy right now. I can't take a look at it later, right, Paul? You didn't even take a good answer, did? Nein, nicht rumlaufen. Oh, ich kann hier gar nichts machen, okay. She's probably scared out of her wits after here having a murder take place right by her. Lotta? God, let me be was? God, don't let it be me next. Eek, don't scare me like that. What do you mean? You're the one scaring me. If you weren't so tough, you would have another dead body on your hands, mine. Did you see or notice anything that stuck out at you? Nah, well, maybe one thing. What is it? Turns out my poor stomach's not good at handling this kind of thing. Huh, what? Curses and ghosts and stuff coming back to get ya. This is just too much, I say. What is too much? Being an occult photographer. That's some scary stuff, so I think I'm gonna try being a celebrity photographer now. Going after photos more within your reach from now on. More glamour, less gore. What's up? Oh yeah. What is it? I took some hot pictures earlier. Huh. Remember, I took some pictures of the murder scene inside. Ugh, she did too even. The Zion's murderer, I'm sure, liked the ring of that. It would be a sensational story. Lotta! Sorry, but my journalistic sense is burning inside me. Hate to cut and run, but I'm heading back in. Could it beat those cops to the scoop of their country? Ooh, I don't know who's scarier, Lotta or the spirits. And why does it feel like we've been through this before? Oh dear madam, you have such an impassable timing. Like, what's all the buzz? Alright everyone, listen up. You too, Paul. I'm going to give you all a brief update. Right now it looks like the investigation not going to be done until real late. That is a terrible shame. I propose that everyone sleep here under the roof of the Fame Main oder tun. Ah, nein, bitte nicht. Die bringt uns alle um. What a mess. I can't believe how crazy this day turned out. Maya was arrested and taken away by the police. And I don't see myself getting any sleep tonight. Morning, I guess. I must have nodded off at some point. I hope Maya's okay. I should hurry and get to the detention center ASAP. Nick! Maya, what am I going to do? I never imagined it would turn out like this. Calm down, Maya. Take a deep breath. Come to think of it, the first time I met her, it all started right here in this detention center. I finally got to see you again, and it's not your fault. You didn't do it. No, I did it. I killed that person. But that wasn't you. It doesn't matter. It might as well have been me. I was too weak, and I couldn't control the spirit's powers, so I don't want to bring up the case quite yet, but you don't have to be nice to me, I understand. So you're the master of something of the Korean school of channeling. Actually, my mother is for now, but since that since the title has passed from mother to daughter, I guess I will be someday. But many people think that channeling isn't real, that it's all just an act. You believe in us, don't you? Yeah, because I've seen it with my own eyes. When Maya's channeling a spirit, not only her voice, but her whole physical appearance changes. Boing, boing. It's a supernatural phenomenon that occurs every time. It happened this time too. Dr. Gray said that he wanted to call a nurse, so Maya's body must have taken on the nurse's appearance. What exactly happened in the channeling chamber? I went into that room with Dr. Gray, locked the door, and sat down across from him. Okay, we closed our eyes and I began channeling. This is sounding like kind of creepy, like the beginning of a scary story. That's the last thing I remember. What? After the spirit comes into my body, I lose myself, my consciousness. Then you don't remember a single thing. When I came to, I was being held in my aunt's arm, and there was blood all over my clothes. Oh, but I do remember having a dream. A dream? What kind of dream did you have while you were channeling? I can't remember it all that well, but I was dead and buried in the ground. I couldn't move and it was unbearable, really suffocating. It went something like that. I see. I have no idea what to say to that. There was a really familiar smell too. Under the ground? Yeah, I can't quite place it, but I know I've smelled that same scent before. I guess this is all about all the information I'm going to gather for today. I'll be back later, Maya. In the meantime, please make sure you prepare it, okay? Huh? It? What is it? The document requesting me to be your attorney, of course. But what's wrong? Are you sure? I mean, I'm guilty. I'm a murderer. No one's decided it yet. But I did. I killed a person with these two hands. That's enough, Maya. It's hopeless. If you defend me, you will lose, I'm sure. Stop it! Help me. Nick, help me. I'm scared. Don't worry, I will. When is the trial? It sounds like tomorrow. As usual, zero prep time. Alright, I'm going now. Wait! This jewel. This is called a Magatama. It's magical charm and it's always protected me. Give this to Pearly and I'm sure she will lend you her spiritual power. I have to save Maya no matter what. It's her life on the line. What in the world happened in that room yesterday? The meditation room nurtures all mediums, young and old. Even mediums in training have a breaker, but it's pretty deserted today. Probably because of the murder yesterday. It looks like Detective Gumshoe isn't here today. I should take this chance and thoroughly check this room. If I'm lucky, I might uncover a clue or two. Oh, Mr. Wright. Good morning. I am on my way to go meet Mystic Maya, and it's tough to bring her some items to make her feel more at home. Namely, tea so bitter you lose your tongue and short-rockingly large strawberry desserts. I'm sure Maya will be very grateful. That's Mystic Maya, good sir. She's one scary lady. Oh dear, sweet Mystic Maya. Pearl wept constantly for you last night, as did I. I know it's important for me to search the site, but I should ask her some questions too while I have the chance. I would like to ask you a few questions about what happened yesterday. Do you mean that awful tragedy? That man murdered me, so I killed him. Maya? Step away from there! Please leave this area to me. Go quickly and inform the police. Okay, sie ist der Mörder. Also, sorry, das ist eindeutig sie. Das ist 100 pro sie. What happened here in this room after I left? Well, first I struck Mystic Maya on the head, to make her go unconscious, is that correct? That is correct. Next, I performed the spirit severing technique. Spirit severing technique? The spirit of that nurse was inside of Mystic Maya's body. I used the technique to send the nurse spirit back to the other world. I wonder if this kind of testimony is even admissible in a court of law. By the way, what is this room exactly? The channeling chamber? This room was created for the sole purpose of preventing such tragedy as yesterday. What do you mean? Sometimes when an inexperienced medium calls an especially strong spirit, that spirit may become violent and revolt, as you witnessed yesterday. Revolt? But how? When a spirit enters a medium's body, she loses her will and herself steps aside. To put it another way, the spirit is borrowing the medium's body, good sir. But isn't that extremely dangerous? An experienced medium has little problem controlling a spirit. But Maya, Mystic Maya, that was her first channeling. And that was why I insisted on locking the door. However, I never thought that would be calling danger upon the client himself. I am grateful that one of our heirlooms was not damaged in this horrible incident. That would be that folding screen there. It is the current sacred writings. Along with the current sacred urn, they are this village's most treasured possessions. If I ever found out that something had happened to either one, oh, the humanity. Not for her to be worrying about a folding screen at a time like this. Wichtiges Liedstück. I guess this isn't just some dilapidated old screen after all. So, how is Pearl today? Mr. Wright. Yes? In this world, Pearl is my most treasured possession. When compared to even Mystic Maya, Pearl has the spiritual power to become a master. That's very impressive. Until now, the women of the Branch family have thought themselves to be inferior. But Pearl is different. Her spiritual strength is so great, it's even greater than some of the main family. Yes, Pearl is channeling prodigy and is the pride of the Branch family. Whoa, she's really fired up now. In any case, our world is so different from yours. Perhaps it is best for you to quit, good sir. Quit? Quit what? Niemals! I will be leaving shortly to meet with Mystic Maya. I simply do not have the time to look at such Schlampe! It's a beautiful and expensive folding screen. It also looks quite old. There seems to be some sort of sacred text written on it, but I can't read it. This is... It's a hole. Could it have been made by a bullet? Aha! Well then, I do believe it is time for me to take my leave. Alright, please tell Maya I said hi. What was that? Mystic Maya. I will tell her. This is where the medium sits, I assume. There are 4 panels of this flooring. Destroying the flooring feels a little dumb, probably from the humidity in the air. No matter what I do, my eyes keep getting drawn to the pool of blood in the center here. meditation room is on the other side of this very heavy-looking door. The lock on it's broken because I broke it. It doesn't seem possible, but I managed to break it pretty badly. When we want to do something bad enough, people can do the most amazing things. Wieso glaube ich, dass die Tür nie geschlossen war? There's some empty space behind the folding screen. The light of the candles can't reach back there, so it's completely dark. I hope no one is hiding back there. Little Pearl isn't here today. Maybe she's at school? War die Kiste schon vorher da? Oh, hey, like, you're that guy from yesterday, the dentist guy. No, I'm a lawyer. That's right, Mr. Smith, Esquire. That's right. Wait, I mean, you're wrong, my name is Wright. Smith? Wright? Well, I got, like, 3 letters at least. I don't think she gets the point. So, like, I studied this thing called parapsychology at this college, and you told me about it yesterday, the sesame allergy too. What I'd really like to know is why you're still here today. Oh, so, like, that's what you meant. Like, you should have been more, like, clear about it. Sorry, my bad. No, it's okay, like, it's really... That's it? Why did you stop mid-sentence? Did I? So, like, what was it talking about again? If Lotta ever wanted another genuine mysterious phenomenon, it's right here. So, why are you still here today? Like, there's so much for me to, like, study here. Like what? Like the medium's training, or like how they inherit their spiritual power. I suppose this village is the real thing after all. So, like, I asked if I could stay here for, like, a little longer. She sure seems like the carefree type, at least on the surface. Have you heard about the murder? It's, like, totally scary. She says with a silly smile plastered on her face. So, do you know anything about it that might help? Somehow I don't think she has a grip on reality, let alone what's going on here. About the victim, Dr. Gray. I don't know what you're talking about. Like, wait, I think you asked about him, like, yesterday too. That's right, her reaction yesterday when I asked was... You and Dr. Gray knew each other, right? I don't know any Dr. Gray. Oh, really? Then what was all that talk about him earlier? Huh? Well, like a long time ago, I was like a patient, yeah. Okay, she is definitely hiding something from me. Like, is something wrong? Du bist wrong. Maya, Pearl. Ach, you surprised me. And how are you today? I guess she isn't open to friendly chattering. Huh? She's still holding something in her hand. It looks like the same thing she had yesterday. Oh yeah, Maya said to give this to you. I'm in trouble now. If Morgan sees us like this, I'll be next on the one they're channeling. That's Mystic Maya's. Huh? She actually spoke. Who are you? I'm Phoenix Wright. I work with Maya. You work with Mystic Maya? You're Mr. Nick, right? Excuse me? I better know who she picked Nick up from.
I know who you are. You're Mystic Maya's special someone.
What?
So then, of course, you're going to help Mystic Maya, aren't you? That's what you're going to do, right?
Well, yeah, I will.
Oh wow, it's like a beautiful fairy tale. That earnest look shining brightly in your eyes. It must be true love.
What? Why am I being boiled into a bright red lobster by this little kid?
I'm so jealous of Mystic Maya. Ah, what a wonderful relationship.
Wait, I mean, things aren't like...
Hehe, I can tell you're a good person. Alright, Mr. Nick. I may be small, but I'm going to help you in any way I can.
Pearl, are you friends with Maya?
I feel very grateful to be friends with her. She's so great. I want to be like Mystic Maya when I grow up. I really look up to her.
Wow, I had no idea Maya was so revered. Usually when people don't use Mystic Maya's title, I get mad. Oh, sorry.
But if it's you, Mr. Nick, then it's okay. Because you're special to her.
Where in the world did she get an idea like that?
By the way, this may be rude, but which channeling school are you from?
Which channeling school?
Yes, for example, I studied the Kuren technique.
Ah, I get it. No, I'm a lawyer.
Lawyer?
Yep. Is that related to spirit mediums in any way? None that I know of. Wait, are you telling me you don't know what a lawyer is?
I'm sorry, but I have no idea.
Maya did say Pearl doesn't know much about the outside world. So what's you've got there, Pearl?
Oh, this? I found it yesterday. If you want it, I can give it to you.
Alright, well, if you really want to give it to me.
You look like a child at a toy store, Mr. Nick.
She not only speaks in a refined manner, but loves in one too.
Black key added to the record, an old steel key. A green jewel is set in the center of the key script. Mr. Nick?
Yes, Pearls?
Pearls?
I can call you that, right? You're too cute to just call you Pearl.
Sure, Mr. Nick. Are you sure it's okay for me to have this Magatama?
Yeah, it's okay. I was told to give it to you.
But I can accept something like this. All I really should do is charge this Magatama with spiritual energy.
Spiritual energy?
Please take this. I'm sure it will be helpful.
What do you mean?
It will let you see people's secrets.
Oh boy. See people's secrets?
Yes. If it's alright with you, I would like to accompany you for a little while. I can explain the Magatama's power to you when you meet someone hiding a secret.
Tja. Bitch, ich bin da.
Hello again, we seem to be seeing a lot of each other today. She's like totally cute. Is she like your daughter?
What? No! How old do you think I am? Erstmal will ich mal kurz hier. Now where did this box come from? I'm sure this wasn't here last night. Looks like a box for storing clothes, but it's pretty big for just clothes. It's mostly empty, but few folded pieces of channeling costumes sit at the bottom.
Like I had a really good nap and like I was thinking of leaving it like this, so like it's all set for the night.
This is the first time I've seen a sliding door like this in person.
From here I can see the winding way and the little garden in the courtyard.
I want to ask you about the victim, Dr. Gray.
I like totally don't know him.
Ugh, what is that?
You can see it, can't you, Mr. Nick? You can see the lock on that person's heart.
Huh? What?
This is the power of the Magatama.
Only you can see this psych logs, Mr. Nick. Psych logs, huh? The more someone wants to hide that secret, the more logs you will see. If it's only one, I think you can easily unlock it. Unlock? But how? Please use Mystic Maya's Magatama on this person. And let's remove the lock. I have no idea what she's talking about, but guess I give it a try. You must be careful though, Mr. Nick. If you make a mistake, it will hurt you. If you... Ich habe eine HP, oder? If you don't think you have the proof you need, you must have the courage to stop. Well, I've got to start somewhere. Ach, das kann ich gar nicht nutzen, so. Okay. Nein, nicht. The victim. Eeny meeny, I believe you do know who Dr. Gray is. I told you, like, how many times do I, like, have to repeat myself? If you're, like, so totally sure, then where's, like, your proof? Well, it may be possible that you never actually met Dr. Gray in person. I do believe you might have at least indirectly known of him. Like, what do you mean, like, indirectly? I should try to show that the possibility existed for now. So something that shows a possible connection between Eni and Dr. Gray. Here's your proof. Like, what is that? Ouch, I guess it doesn't have anything to do with it, huh? Huh? Blah, blah, blah. Okay, da warte ich noch. Hey, it's you, Paul. So you're going to be here, her lawyer, I bet? Yes. Oh, I really feel bad for you, Paul. Just this once, I wish I could be on your side. Detective Gumshoe. Yeah, but I shouldn't say saying that kind of stuff to you. Hey, you're a cute kid. Haha, I'm not scary, honest. Wow, I never knew Gumshoe liked kids. Hey, I know, I'll show you something cool. How's this? It's a... Alter! It's a real genius pistol. Detective Gumshoe! What are you doing showing us something that dangerous? Oh, sorry. Fucking Alter! Hier ist eine Knarre! Ich meine, er hätte es anderes auspacken können, ne? What about Maya and the charges against her? I don't think you can win, Paul. If you're talking about proof, we've got a few pieces. You've got proof? Yeah, Paul, that puffy-haired photographer going to testify tomorrow. He must be talking about Lotta. Actually, speaking of Lotta... I took some hot pictures earlier, huh? Remember? I took some pictures of the murder scene inside. Lotta's hot pictures, I wonder what her camera captured. Besides, you must have realized by now, Paul. There's no way anyone other than Maya Fey could have done it. Oh, bist du süß. Hier hast du eine Knarre. What am I supposed to say to Pearls now? About Dr. Gray. The victim wasn't super famous, but people still knew who he was. His face was all over those tabloid shows last year. Yeah, I know. I was looking through some newspaper from last year and... Huh? I could have sworn I had a kind of article out, but I guess I must have lost it. He's searching through his pockets and boy are those big. It looked really interesting too. Hey, do you have a copy, Paul? A copy of that article? I think Dr. Gray might have brought a copy to the office when he came by. Phew, it feels like I've been gone forever, but it's only been one day. Oh, that's right. Where's that newspaper Dr. Gray brought to the office the other day? Ah, here it is, right on the top of my deck. This is the only thing he left behind that's going to be of any help. Newspaper clipping 1 added to the record 1 year ago. So. Sorry, Junge. Bin wieder da. About Maya's trial tomorrow. I've got 2 pieces of news for you, Paul. 2? Yeah, bad news and even worse news. So which will you want to hear first? I don't really care. It doesn't change the fact that I'm not going to like it. Alright, Paul. Well, the prosecutor for the trial is Prosecutor von bitte was? Bitte was? What? Von Karma? Manfred von Karma. He was an awe-inspiring veteran prosecutor. He never lost a case in the 40 years of his career and he raised a fearsome discipline. The horrible aftertaste of the evil he fed me is something I will never forget. Der war Mörder! Wait a sec. But didn't you von Karma stand trial and... That's where the other piece of bad news comes in. The von Karma you're facing tomorrow is actually his successor. Successor? Oh god, nein. So, who is the successor to von Karma? Literally, Paul, it's Prosecutor von Karma's kid. His kid became a prosecutor real young, like 13, and hasn't lost a trial since. That's what they call a prodigy, Paul. Huh. Kid, huh? Wait a sec. 13? The kid became a prosecutor at the age of 13? I mean, a prodigy like that I would have heard something about. Ja, Manfred ist mir doch egal. Oh, no. The kid was born and raised in Germany, Paul. Ach stimmt, die werden ja alle umgebracht, wenn den Mord angehängt wird. Weil ist halt so. That country got a lot of stuff and is a great place to develop a person's talents. Wenn jetzt der Hans-Peter von Karma heißt, ne? Germany, huh? That's probably why I've never heard of this person. Still, all it takes is someone mentioning the name von Karma. I get the terrible flashbacks to that case. Oh no. Man, edgy boy. Stop it! Get a grip on yourself, Phoenix. None of that matters anymore, now that he's gone. Lock her up. Here's your proof. Like, what is that? Ouch, I guess it doesn't have anything to do with it, huh? Oh, hat's nicht? Scheiße. Schade, aber auch. Dödüm. Dann gebe ich mal den guten... Wobei, warte, bevor ich das jetzt mache, speichere ich. Nicht, dass es umlöse ist. Oh geil, endlich mal wieder mal Material zum Reinwichsen. Was? Dr. Gray brought this over to my office the other day and hey, it's that news story, the one about the malpractice dude. 14 patients died and it caused a huge stink. Yeah, but that's not all, Paul. Things only got worse after that. You mean the car accident and the nurse died in? Oh, here we go. I brought my own clipping with me today. Here, Paul, this is for you. Alright, thanks. Newspaper clipping 2 added to the code record. Ah. Well. Got her, boys. Take a look at this newspaper clipping. Like, what is it? A story about an accident? Please read the victim's name. Mimi Mine. Mine is a pretty rare last name, wouldn't you say? Miss Mimi Mine wouldn't happen to be a relative to yours, would she? So you noticed. She was my older sister. I'm sorry about your loss. Your sister, was she a nurse, perhaps, at Dr. Gray's surgical clinic? Gray Surgical Clinic. I don't think I need to tell you that the clinic was run by the victim, Dr. Turner Gray. Which is how you knew of Dr. Gray. You knew him through your sister. Ah, toll, jetzt habe ich 2 Verdächtige. Shit. Ey. Please, tell me all you know about Dr. Gray. Oh Gott, sieht die komisch aus, ey. My sister's name was Mimi Mine. She was like a nurse at Dr. Gray's clinic. That's what I thought. I heard that like Dr. Gray was really tough on people, like a total slave driver. My sis was like always coming home totally wiped out because she was overworked. Wiped out? So is that why she fell asleep at the wheel? That guy like drove my sis so hard, so like that's why the accident happened. The one where 14 patients died from malpractice. Yeah, like, I think that was a doctor's fault, too. My sis was pushed by, like, everyone's expectations and, like, her duties and stuff. That pushed her to her death. Oh, I'm sorry. So, like, are we done? I've, like, already told my story to, like, everyone. Do you understand now, Mr. Nick? This is how a psych log works. Well, I don't plan to pry into people's hearts unless I absolutely need to. The log this time was pretty easy, but you might meet people who aren't as willing to give in later on. Lass mich raten. Dieses Feature ist das gesamte Spiel jetzt, ne? If you don't have enough proof, be careful and know when to stop trying. Ich nehme den Smiley als ein Ja. So, nehmen wir hier an, ist wahrscheinlich Lotta. Nee. Mr. Nick. What's wrong? I have never left Kurain Village. Really? Wow, that's pretty amazing. You're going to meet with Mystic Maya, aren't you? Please tell her I said hi. Nicht nur das Spiel. Also ich weiß, es gibt diesen 3DS-Teil mit dem Grill, wo man ja die Emotionen noch irgendwie von den Leuten halt irgendwie steuert, also kontrolliert. Weil den habe ich auf meinem 3DS mal irgendwann runtergeladen für einen 10er oder so, als es im Angebot war, aber irgendwie gefühlt nie gespielt. Hey wait, she ran off again. Well, I know Ini's secret now, but I still don't have any idea how I'm going to save Maya. I don't even know if I should go in there with a smile or a straight face. What am I supposed to do? I'm almost out of time. Can I really do anything? Can I really save her? Sorry to keep you waiting. Huh? Must be Maya. It's been a long time, hasn't it, Phoenix? Hat sie sich in Dingens verwandelt? In Mia? That voice. Dub da dub 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 boobies! Ich meine Mia! Even without me being here, it looks like you've learned to stand on your own. Mia. She's Maya's older sister and my mentor. She was a top-notch defense lawyer, but a certain case forced her into retirement. But whenever I'm in trouble, she comes to help just like this. Her spirit comes back from the other world and borrows Maya's body for a bit. Phoenix, you can't make that kind of face in front of your client. A lawyer is someone who smiles no matter how bad it gets, and especially when it's bad. Mia, you can't smile at the end if you haven't been smiling the whole way there. In any case, the face you're making now is no face to show a client, Phoenix. But... So tell me all about it. I'm going to guess that my sister is in a lot of trouble again. I told her everything about what happened in the last 2 days. Mia closed her eyes, deep and tough, while she listened. I see. Mia, what am I supposed to do? It's pretty clear what a good lawyer does in this situation. And that is? Tell me, please. Believe in your convictions. And fight for the complete acquittal of your client. You think Maya's not guilty? How can you be so sure? I know she is, and I will give you a hint as to why. Yes? Mediums can't have dreams. They can't? From what you told me, it sounds like Maya was having a dream while channeling. Yeah, she said she dreamed that she had died and had been buried in the ground. But it is impossible. You've heard it from her, I'm sure. When a medium channels, her own spirit disappears. Which means that it's impossible for her to dream during that time. Gut. Tolles Beweisstück. Ey. Ich bin so am Arsch. Then what does this mean? I think it's safe to bet that Maya was set up. Set up? It's up to you to blow the lid on this case tomorrow and show how she was set up. How I'm supposed to prove her innocence when I have nothing to go on? If you're looking for a clue, it's already in your hands. It is? Just as it sounds, Phoenix. You already hold the key. Haha, funny. Really? Come on, show me the key to this case. The key, huh? Alright, I'll show it to her, the key I hold. Ja, zeig ihr den Key. Ganz ehrlich, fuck it, ich zeig dir mal den hier. This is Maya's Magatama, isn't it? Why do we have it? Maya gave it to me, but... I see. This is something very important to me. Take good care of it, okay? She's looking at it with a soft look in her eyes. Okay, dann hat er den richtigen Schlüssel. Mia, have you seen this key before? Ah, the key. It's literally the key to understanding everything that's happening in this case. This key? Phoenix, listen. Right now that key is sitting in your hand. However, it shouldn't be. It contradicts the facts. What does she mean? I'm certain this key will be the piece of evidence that makes your case tomorrow. You already know everything you need to know. 9? You know what the key to this case is? 9? That is enough. 9? But... How can I win tomorrow without knowing who the real murderer is? Who could have... I didn't know it at the time. But this day was going to end with a turn for the surprising. Mia? What? What's wrong? That's right, only I can see the psych logs. Which means Mia must know something about the real murderer. But for this to be something that she would hide under lock and key from even me, What in the world is going on? To be continued. Also, ich sag mal so, das wird ein zweitägiger Trial, mindestens. What? Ja, Schwestern. Eindeutig. Gut. Aber ich mach für das Feierabend. Kann ja nicht einfach so weitermachen jetzt. Das geht ja nicht. Das ist man von mir ja nicht gewohnt, dass ich, ne? Ich meine, wir haben einen Trial gemacht, den ersten. Der war viel zu einfach. Leider. Also im Sinne von, er war, naja. Ich hätte jetzt schon gerne ein bisschen denken müssen, aber es war alles so einfach, dass es zu einfach für mich war. Aber gut. Ich danke fürs Zuschauen. Beim nächsten Mal gibt es dann vermutlich mal Pokémon wieder zur Abwechslung. Und dann halt wieder Phoenix Wright. Justice für alle. Und ja, ich wünsche noch einen schönen Rest, Wochenende. Und man sieht sich dann morgen vielleicht. Ich weiß es noch nicht. Jedenfalls, tschüss.